Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome back to the Strait of Gibraltar. We just gave xBThieved the deed to his base. I may have made a mistake by not knowing exactly how I was going to get my... There he is. He's in a tree. Hey, XP.
What's up, man?
Not too much.
Welcome to... I call this my summer home. Because, I've got my main base, right? And this is now, thanks to a very fortunate turn of events, this is now my summer home.
Intriguing. So are you enjoying living in the Southern Hemisphere much then? Because last I checked, maybe you were wintering here, but...
No, this is summer. Yep.
Gotcha.
No snow, ever.
Those peaks up there, disagree, but that's fine.
Well, but they're so far away, it's fine.
That's Cub fans' problem.
So what brings you by?
Well, hey, I was under the impression we were trading bases back. I explicitly said that I would give you your base so that I could have my old base back so I could put a ship in here.
Well, see, I thought you were just giving my base back for rights to put a ship there.
No, I'm not going to do this piecemeal. I've spent way too much time on legalistic interpretations of stuff like this. It's all or nothing.
Well, so I do have a thing here in my hand.
Ooh.
It does say Joe Hills, but it's kind of weird.
Okay.
It's not how I originally got it, which is kind of odd, but it is legal. I did check with my lawyers, all 28 of them.
Yep.
And they said it's good to go. So,
well, as long as you and I both consider this to be binding, we don't need to get the courts involved. I
just wanted to make sure we were doing everything on the up and up.
Yeah, that's why you fled across.
Well, I mean, I thought that the deal was done. I was out. I had things to do. Well, I got had a winery to run. Well,
now the deal is done. I have a winery to run, and I have a ship to run aground. So, get out of my base.
Wow. Just like that.
No, I mean, if you need to come get some things or whatever, I mean, I packed up, but I knew that I was going to be asking you to, trade.
Right.
So if you need to pack some stuff up or wrap up your episode or whatever, go for it.
Yeah, you may see me a time or two, just, finishing up and stuff, gathering my belongings and hanging my head low and leaving.
Well, I would be sad to leave this behind forever too. But, having already dealt with that once, personally, I know that you can pull through as well. Is there anything that you wanted to show me or anything I need to know about changes to the base that are going to impact day-to-day operations?
There shouldn't be any. Yeah, there shouldn't be any life-altering kind of things going on.
Awesome.
I mean, I did block up your guys down there in the boats a little bit. Mm-hmm. Which is a little ugly, but I was out there a lot and they kept shooting me and it was really annoying.
Oh yeah, they kept shooting me all the time too. I don't know how they keep getting into the boats, but
well, they spawn there a lot. I've seen 3 or 4 raids in that area.
Oh yeah, I see. That's why you put the new walls up.
Right.
Very nice.
Protection and stuff. It's still very dangerous out here, so keep that in mind.
I certainly will. I actually do really like what you did with these, is the word trellises?
I think so, yeah.
Because I considered doing something like this myself, but what put me off it was that there was no good way to do it with diagonally planted crops.
Right.
And I had really enjoyed doing diagonally planted crops on my Field of Dreams field back in Season 4. So, yeah.
Well, that's kind of why I made this area for... my intention was this is for the public, because this has now become a tourist destination, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Right. And so this is where the public comes, so everything's kind of neat and tidy and straight and just so lawsuits and stuff. But
oh yeah. Yeah, you can't have any exposed blades where the public might jump on them here.
Right. I mean, that's well I had nothing here when I got here, I swear.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I did find a couple of ancient debris.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah. They're all over the
nether
place.
there.
Just, you know, I dig them up and chuck them wherever.
All right. Well, enjoy it. It's been a labor of love, and hopefully you enjoy the changes that I have made.
I actually really do like this. I feel like it's, oh no. I'm immediately breaking my armor on the berries. I hate it again. It's fine.
It's okay. Corrales killed himself on him yesterday.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So there will be lawsuits. I see why you're so quick to divest.
Yeah, this ain't my problem anymore. See ya.
Yeah. Thanks, XP. Bye.
Bye. Enjoy.
Keep adventuring. Somewhere over the rainbow, my heart is full of regret because all those cacti at xBCrafted's base, that used to be my base, are now out of our reach. So I returned here to my original cactus farm, and I started looking at how much cacti it was putting out. The answer is sadly not very much. I let Cleo keep these chunks loaded for me while she was working earlier, and she did do some good work. We're going to visit that in a minute. But basically, all of my cacti up there barely did anything, dang it, in terms of fill in this little plugged up thing. Now, normally this would route right into the composter, but I blocked it up with some slime. I gunked it up, if you will. Look, 2 cacti, not enough. So I've been scouring the desert for more cacti. What I'm going to do, and I've already started doing, don't tell Cleo, shh, is I am taking the pillager portion of the farm and repurposing it back to cacti. You know, she thought she was being so smart by putting all these pillager heads here. And then I thought I was so smart by building a giant rainbow. But you know what? We can both be so smart in our own ways. But my own way is better because we are going to start putting cacti. Dang it. I can't quite reach. I'm going to probably have to super awkwardly go through here with a bunch of scaffolds in ways that I don't really enjoy from a game mechanic and movement standpoint. But it's fine. I don't know why I covered the bottom of this with leaves. I'm sure I had a reason at the time, but I can't place scaffolds on it directly now. So that does mean that what I'll have to do is come up here, dang it, and place scaffolds on the stone, and then have those scaffolds carry out into here. Close enough. We'll figure it out as we go. So anyway, the quicker I can replace the rest of these, the quicker we can have all the cacti we will need to make the base of the evergreen ship Ever Given. While the lowest line of the Ever Given will be red, the ones above and beyond that point will need to be dark green terracotta. And the only good way to make that kind of terracotta is by cooking a lot. And I mean a lot of cacti. And that is not a color that naturally occurs in terracotta. So, hence the cooking. So, here we go. Hey, good looking. Let's get cooking. Time skip. As you can see behind us, this part of the cactus farm is working as well as it ever has. But I have successfully undone Cleo's great pillager head replacement of all the cacti down here. Look at this. Look at this. There are so many more cacti and far fewer pillager heads, which is just what the doctor ordered if the doctor wanted me to have a great cactus farm so I can make all the green terracotta we need for our Ever Given recreation. At the same time, it's not enough to just collect the cacti. We need to cook the cacti. So I've got this furnace here hooked up to the hoppers. We've got a bunch of bamboo here that'll cook the cactus down into green dye. We're coming out of here with more than 3 stacks of green dye already. Now, this can run for about 5 hours without me replenishing the fuel continuously. I put some lava buckets and some coal in the back just in case, because as you see, it's already used quite a bit of bamboo. I have to manually pull the bamboo out of the bamboo farm, which is like a separate process, kind of a hassle. So, you know, I don't want to be running over here all the time to do that. But in the short term, This thing should run while Cleo and Corrales are over here. Generate me a ton of green dye for that green terracotta for our ship. And then we can just, get building. It's a good way to live. Letting other people stand around so your automation can work. So you don't have to stand around while your automation works. So, better get out of here before Cleo notices me. Time skip! Our cactus farm has been a wild success, but now I wanted to take a quick look at one of the things that Cleo has been working on over here. Apparently, that cub fan exhibit that I started on a few months back, she's finally gotten around to decorating. You see, we have a real pyramid here. Look at this. Apparently, there's also a vintage beef exhibit with him playing some drums and some discs floating around. I like that this one has shattered due to the ferocity of this man's metronomic percussion. So, congratulations on breaking new records, Vintage Beef. But anyway, Cub Fans exhibit. Cleo has been putting on all of these cool surrounding bits here with the pyramid. There's like an example of how to play the game with Cub Fan shooting. Let's see. Hey, down there in the scorpion pit, there's actually scorpions. Is there one down there too? Oh, wait, no, that's just a lantern. Okay, cool. That's fine. I like the lapis lazuli mixed in with the pyramid blocks. Let's go see what this is up here. Oh, very cool. It's like, whoa. I was going to say, that's kind of like a road warrior cub. Now, I wonder what is in this chest here. Wait, is this where they put the blood and the organs? Is there going to be a mummy in the chest? Let's go ahead. Wow. Well, apparently they didn't, flay the flesh off well. Wait, hold on. There's a cub fan in the chest with a totem. Oh, that is so cool. Is there a way to, look at that better? Oh, that is really neat, Cleo. Definitely one-upped yourself that time. That is totally sweet. But you know what? We've got our own build to go work on. So let's go ahead and lay our head down and dream. And then go check out the Strait of Gibraltar. Time skip. Having returned to the Strait of Gibraltar here, I wanted to go ahead and show y'all how big this ship would be if we built it at 1-to-1 scale. Here is Doc M77's famous goat mother sculpture. If we started here, had the ship wedged right directly against that wall, 400 meters this way, the back of the ship would be not wedged into the ground here, no. Not wedged into the ground quite here, no. But 400 meters this way, the back of the ship would be like in these trees. And as I look back at that goat mother sculpture, or where it's supposed to be anyway, it's pretty obvious that cannot be where we put this. You have to be able to see the back of the ship from the front of the ship where it doesn't work. That's why I have my friends Rendog, Cleo, and Isuma help me get this going. Let me show you a quick time lapse of how we built this at 2/5 scale. Having accepted that there was no way to build this thing at 1-to-1 scale, 400 meters long, I started looking at what made the ship distinctive visually in order to see how far we could reduce it and still have it be recognizable. I settled on 2/5 scale because a shipping container, like an individual boxy shipping container, is 2.5 meters high and 2.5 meters wide. I figure if we make those 1 meter high and 1 meter wide, that's 5 blocks long. Now, we don't have the tower in yet. We don't have a bunch of the constraints and lights and the places where the tugboats hook up, but we made pretty short work of giving an impression of what the ship is. So what I want to show y'all right now is how great the ship looks in the distance, Because our friend Doc M, he's, busy having a baby right now. But, he's eventually going to log into the server, and he's going to be here on his front porch looking over there and being like, wait, what is this? What has my neighbor done? And, you know what? It's pretty obvious what we've done. We have blocked the Strait of Gibraltar. It's not perfect, but it is an eyesore at least, We've accomplished that much. You know, over here, this way, we've got our winery where xBThieved had already started booking out weddings. He has a porch. Oh, dang it. He has a porch back here where people were supposed to come take selfies or whatever. So look at this. You come take your selfie for your wedding. Although I guess it's not really a wedding selfie. Like you'd have like a professional wedding photographer, you know. And, oh, good, I've got the lighthouse in the background. And also the Ever Given. Or a model of it. Now, sometimes when you build a model of something at a different scale, you have to give it a different name just to make it distinct from the original. So Cleo and I were brainstorming during one of our streams and came up with the name Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Dreamboat. Also possibly Joseph's Boat of Many Colors. But I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far. I'm looking forward to actually getting some of the detail work done so that we can showcase it a little bit better in the next episode. So, before we go, you might have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. Thanks to Joy. In lieu of that, I will now read a haiku of my own devising. Here's one I wrote a few years back about the sea. And I think it still resonates today. Kelp fronds seek the sky, only breaking the surface when their stalks are snapped. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.